Hello, hi there. Welcome back to our show. This is Fast Lane with 80. So I gotta prepare some stuff, Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Good evening sa inyong lahat. Thanks for, hello. And let's just let everybody know we're on live already. And so hello guys, good evening. Hello. Ayan. See, that's me. I'm a very support yourself, love yourself. Yeah. Today is our second day. Third day actually. It's our third day going, and we're gonna talk about self-love. Let's talk about self-love today. I have a good topic. Hello. Hi Angelica. Hi, Angelica. It's Gareth. Thank you for dropping by. We'll talk about self-love today. Alam mo, one of my favorite things right now is we're going to talk about self-love, loving. Because self-love, actually, sumikat siya within 2018. So, okay, wait na. Hello. So, sumikat siya mga 2018, I guess. Kasi natuto na yung mga tao with self-love. Natuto na yung mga tao with finding themselves and everything and the like na parang okay, let's learn how to choose ourselves muna. So, naging hot topic siya because a lot of people also say na it's a selfish thing, self-love can be selfish and all the like. So parang gusto ko na lang siya i-tackle for today. And on Wednesdays kasi, welcome to Fastlane with AD. This is Self-Love Wednesdays. And we're going to talk about all the things that we could practice with self-love. Hello, Fresh Squads and AD. Good evening. Hello, Fresh Squads, and thank you, Krish, for dropping by. Hello. Good evening sa'yo. Ayan, with the love grab, with the support ni Krish. Okay, so yun nga, we talk about self-love. Ano nga ba? Self-love kasi is a definition of a lot of things for everybody. Like, self-love is so different from everybody. So with this segment of our show and Fastlane with 80 every Wednesdays, we're going to talk about self-love and self-care because it's the middle of the week. Mahilig ako sa middle of the week kasi this is the time where you can check in with yourself na parang okay pa ba ako? Kaya ko pa ba to? Mabubuhay pa ba ako the next few days? Inspired pa ba ako? Hi, Sheila! Good evening. Thanks for dropping by with love. Ayan, if you guys have anything you want to ask and talk about self-love, please do drop it in the comments below. Like, mag-hello lang kayo, mag-chat kayo dyan. Yan, okay lang. So, self-love. Before I go, does anyone, ano ang definition nyo sa self-love? Like, ano yung, when you say something about self-love, anong tumatatak sa isip nyo? Can you tell me anything? Put down in the comments below. And while you do, I will tell you the definition, the dictionary definition of self-love. So self-love is a noun. It means regard for one's own well-being and happiness, strictly considered a desirable rather than narcissistic characteristic. Okay, so ibig sabihin nun na parang this is, being happy in your own skin, being able to have this certain, yung inaalagaan mo yung sarili mo. Alagaan mo lang. Taking care of yourself is mostly about self-love. A lot of people kasi can use self-love as an excuse para maging selfish din. Like, I choose myself, I choose like ganyan. Basta may mga ganang bagay. So, and in this segment nga, we are going to talk about the healthy ways of practicing self-love, the healthy ways of looking out for ourselves. Kasi, di ba, yun yung mga iniisip natin na parang bilang Filipino, I've noticed that as Filipinos, we are very, very giving to others. Like, if you've seen yourself, allowing yourself to get this, get that, and receive that from other people, parang nawawala yung sense of dignity natin for ourselves. Nawawala yung care natin for ourselves. And we tend to forget, especially with a lot of responsibilities in our lives, usually nakakalimutan natin ang isa't isa, nakakalimutan natin yung sarili natin, na parang mapagbigay na lang tayo. Kaya like, lagi na lang yung iba yung pinagbibigyan mo, lagi na lang sila yung ganito. So that in itself, kaya siya pinag-uusapan, kaya siya nagiging hot topic sa ating like life ngayon. If you've seen all of those on social media, if active kayo, just like me, I'm very active in social media. Pag nakita niyo yun, you are going to see people telling about protecting your inner peace, protecting your space, setting boundaries, understanding red flags, inaalam mo yung mga red flags and all the likes. So yun yung mga ano natin, yung mga pagdadaanan natin with Self-Love Wednesdays. Yes, grabe, Self-Love Wednesdays. Okay, so when I like to define self-love as parang in a way, binibigyan yung sarili ko ng pagkakataon or the chance to actually be cared for by me. So dahil nga, usually tayo as people, um, pag nag pag may nangyaring masama or may nagawa tayong mali, may nagawa tayong ganito, hindi yung ibang tao lang din yung magiging judgmental sa atin, pati tayo. We are our own harshest critics. So, lagi natin down, lagi natin self-doubt pag hindi natin nagagawa yung kailangan natin gawin, and the likes, di ba? Parang ganun yung ano natin, nagagawa natin with ourselves. So ako, my definition of self-love is being able to treat myself with compassion. Self-love, like iniintindi ko yung sarili ko pag nag-fail ako, pag nagkakaroon ako ng moment na feeling ko hindi ko kaya to, pag tinadoubt ko yung sarili ko. So that is, that is what self-love is to me. So if sa inyo, self-love can be in different forms. It can be, pwede din siyang maging like, nanonood ka lang ng series, nakikinig ka sa song na gusto mo, you take your time off, you read a book, you go to a coffee shop, you drink coffee, you make your own coffee, and you have fun with yourself. Like, yun yung mga bagay about self-love na akala mo maliliit na bagay lang yun, but it makes or breaks your day. And with self-love, yung definition ko na yun kasi is when I put so much pressure on myself to perform and outperform other people and all the like. So, like, grabe, competitive ako with myself. Very, very unforgiving ako with what I do. So, dahil nga, Wednesdays ko siya ginagawa talaga, favorite yan. Tulad today, ang self-care ko today, nag-milk tea ako. Bumili ako ng chai yan sa Namcha. Kasi sabi ko, gusto ko lang, I felt drained today. I felt really tired and I felt like I want to give myself some caressing and loving. So, self-love is that. Okay, imaginein mo, you are a different person apart from yourself. Paano ba yun? Like, pag may friend ka kasi, di ba, parang hindi ka naman yung inaaway mo sila pag may pagkakamali sila or yung mali lang nila yung nilalabas mo as that. But with self-love, you look at yourself as a friend eh. Tinatrato mo yung sarili mo bilang friend. So, yun yung gusto ko sabihin. Kasi, like, sobrang mean girl ka sa sarili ko. I'm sure may mga ganun din. So, like, with self-love, you are a different person. Treat yourself like your friend. Okay. So we'll discuss about how self-love is gonna help you and what are the things that we can do to actually continually love ourselves more. Diba? Yes. Understanding now we also need to care for that person we're harboring inside. Kasi when you look at things, meron kasi tayong different perceptions. Meron tayong pag-iibang iniisip when we look at ourselves. The perception that we have on ourselves, yung ina-expect natin sa sarili natin, and the expectation ng ibang tao kung sino ba dapat maging tayo. I mean, they don't really get to say who you're supposed to be. But may mga taong ganun talaga, na parang they impose their beliefs, they impose their expectations on you, and nakaka-bother siya. So if hindi mo alam yung tingin mo sa sarili mo, if you're not sure with yourself, mag-collide yun, and it's really gonna cause you a lot of problems. So, ayan, yung perception, kailangan mo maintindihan na iba yung tingin mo sa sarili mo, iba din yung tingin nila sa'yo. And ang mas importante, dapat mas alam mo yung tingin mo, mas confident ka sa sarili mong perception of you. Okay, so let's talk about the first thing that we can do to practice self-love. The first thing is recognize things around you. You have to know ano yung nangyayari sa paligid mo. Dapat yun when you are able to understand kung anong meron ka, anong nangyayari sa paligid mo, tulad ng titles, accomplishments, they do not define you. So, dapat alam mo yung sarili mo. Ikaw mismo magde-define kung sino ka. So, ito na yung perception mo ng sarili mo. You get to define who you are. Your work doesn't define you. Your accomplishments, your success does not define you. You get to define you. If you say you are an amazing person, you are an awesome and hardworking and beautiful and wonderful person, that's who you are. Your job doesn't define you. If you're a teacher, no, you're not just a teacher. You are Adrian. You are that person. And then, that's it. Like, don't ever. And then you take yourself and talk to yourself as a different person. When you look at yourself in the mirror, when you look at yourself, you just like talk to yourself like a different person. You tell yourself, hindi mo naman sasabihin sa friend mo pag nalulungkot sila na parang, Ano ba yan? Bakit mo ginaganyan yan? Bakit ganyan ka? Alam mo, you tell them that you can do this, you can fight for this, you can really just go through it, kayang-kaya mo to, ikaw pa ba? Ang ganda mo. Like, ginaganon mo. So, hype up yourself. Kailangan mag-realize mo na yung mga nasa paligid mo, although good, minsan yung success, yung love, yung relationship, fine, maganda yon na meron tayo non-good relationship, success, and everything. Like, in that sense of the word. Pero, they all, what do you call that? They all vanish. They all come and go. Lahat ng bagay na nakukuha natin as people, persons, material things, they all vanish. Oops, the internet is, sorry guys, wait lang, the internet is getting crazy, di ba? So, sa lahat ng panahon, gusto niya maging kaloka-loka, ngayon pa talaga. But, with that, yun yung pag-uusapan natin. You have to define yourself apart from all those. Although they are good indicators of so many things that you've done in your life, hindi dapat siya yung maging end-all, be-all. Hindi siya dapat yung maging definition kung sino ka as a person. Bilang tao, that doesn't define you. Okay, next, accept your reality. Ayan, one of my faves. Accept your reality because minsan, yung expectation ng ibang tao at expectation mo sa sarili mo, it turns out na parang wala. When you do that in your own expectations sa ibang tao sa'yo, you get to mix it up kung sino ka ba talaga. Nagkakaroon ka ng difference on that end na parang, ako ba talaga to? Or dahil ginagawa ko lang ba to dahil expected to ng mga tao sa paligid, ginagawa ko ba to para sa sarili ko or sa expectation ko sa sarili ko. So that's it. Accept your reality. Minsan, this is the best thing to do na if you're overwhelmed with a lot of things, you have to sit down with yourself. Diba? Set your reality straight. See yourself for yourself. Huwag kang maglalagay. Kaya sabihin mo, pangit ako. Pangit ka ba talaga? Like, sa standard nino. Eh, kung sa standard mo, eto ka, like, you put it out there na you're not ugly, you're not ganito, you are yourself, you may not be perfect, hindi man tayo maging perfect, hindi man tayo maging ganyan, mayroon akong pimple, mayroon akong mga peklat, like, that is the reality, but that doesn't mean you're ugly. Again, that, like, yung mga bagay na ganon, it's at the eye of the beholder, perception ng ibang tao yun, and it's not on you. But what's on you is when you set yourself, when you see yourself, when you talk to yourself, you set your own worth, guys. You have the power to set your own worth. Yes, nice. Imperfect, but you're constantly trying, understanding na ang reality natin ngayon, with whatever, kung ano man nangyayari sa buhay natin. Never siya magiging perfect. Okay? Hindi tayo magiging perfect. We're always gonna keep trying to be perfect, but we're never gonna be perfect. We are only going to be the best versions of ourselves if we try to, the better versions of ourselves each and every day. So yun yung reality na parang everybody around you, lahat na nasa paligid natin, are not going to be perfect. They're all going to have their flaws. They're all going to be doubtful of themselves. They're all also going to have like this trouble with self-worth. But these ways of practicing self-love in recognizing the things around you, seeing you for yourself, accepting your reality, tinatandaan mo ano yung totoo, ikaw nagsasabi ko alin yung totoo doon sa mga sinasabi ng mga tao sa paligid mo, that's a healthy way of taking in like that energy from the world na, well, this is it, this is me, and I'm gonna put myself out there, I'm gonna do everything in my power to just keep going, and if I may not be perfect in your eyes and somebody else's eyes, it's okay. Ganon, it's super helpful. It protects your inner peace and it is able to like give you that sense of self that nobody can take away from you. Yeah, yes. Be kinder is another one. So practicing self-love also needs us to be kind. Sa atin, they ask us to be kind to ourselves. Kasi mabait tayo sa mga tao sa paligid natin, mabait tayo sa magulang natin, mabait tayo sa mga kaibigan natin. We don't try to hurt them. Ganon din dapat sa'yo. You be kind to yourself. Use kind words. Kasi with all that, if you use words to yourself, the way you talk to yourself also teaches other people to talk to you in that sense. Like yung mga bagay, kung paano sila nakipag-usap sa'yo, paano mo kinakausap sa sarili mo, gano'n mo din tinuturuan yung iba, paano ka kilalanin, paano kayo, you set the standard. So yun yung kailangan mo isipin. You set the standard. Be kind to yourself. So pag sinasabi mo, I'm not good enough, I'm not ganito, I'm not worth your time, I'm not worth your effort, or yung magdadoubt ka na parang, bakit mo ba ako pinili, bakit mo ba ako ganyan? Yung mga ganong bagay will translate and mararamdaman ng people around you then. So, you better be kind. You better speak to yourself with kindness. Like, dapat isipin mo yung sarili mo na iba kang tao aside from yourself. You just say, instead of saying, I'm ugly, you just say, I'm not my best version today, and it's okay. Kaya may nag-fail ka din, don't say na ang tanga-tanga mo or ang mali-mali mo sa ganito, bakit ang bobo mo. May mga ganon, you talk to yourself like that. You just say, well, you can try again next time. Not every time, not everything you know now, you'll know again the next day. Alam mo yun, mga ganong easier said than done to be kind to ourselves, but that's very, very important. The compassion that comes there and the likes, na parang you see yourself differently when you put yourself out of your own shoes. When you look at yourself as a different person. I actually learned that, pinractice ko yan. So one of the things na natutunan ko with self-love is I was able to learn how to give myself that kind of loving that I don't usually ask for na anymore out there, and that I'm so happy with myself, which I can say up until now, practicing self-love makes me feel self-sufficient. Although somehow medyo traumatic. Like, it scares me. May mga doubt ako na parang, oh my goodness, ano ba to? Like, am I still gonna find the one? Or whatever. Like, mga ganung bagay. Alam mo yung parang isip mo, magkakaroon ba ako ng the one? Like, okay guys, I still think of that. But kahit iniisip ko yun, ang nasa utak ko lang is, myself right now, I give myself the utmost love and care that I deserve. Like, kaya ko siyang bigay sa sarili ko. Bakit hindi ko ibigay sa sarili ko? So, I learned that with, like, self-loving, practicing all that. Because, grabe, as in, I remember, okay, so the story goes, magkikwento na ako. So the story goes, I had a massive year noong 2018. So 2018 was a very crazy year. Daming emotional trauma, so emotional stuff na nangyari about my own sexuality, dealing with other stuff, and dealing with breaking up, yung mga ganong bagay that led me to understand loving myself and choosing myself a lot more of the time. So, dumating yung panahon na yon, dumating yung time na yon na gano'n. Nagka-catharsis ako. Naglaon yun ako mag-isa. Ang dami kong ginawang mag-isa. Okay? Talagang I stood up for myself. Tinry ko talagang mahalin yung sarili ko in the hardest way. Now, dahil mahal ko na yung sarili ko na sobra, I'm not gonna let anybody define me, and I'm not gonna let anybody get me as easily as that. I know what I deserve. So if someone's gonna treat me below or by the bare minimum like that, they're gonna get the bare minimum then, and I'm not gonna let them, I'm not gonna let them take that away from me. So, ayun, I learned to do that. I learned to work on myself. So, I did catharsis. I went on a trip mag-isa. Naglaon yun ako mag-isa. As in, mag-isa guys. Tapos, eto pa. So, bad example. And this one, dala-dala ko to sa laon yun, may laman na wine. So, like, nasa bus pa lang ako. Kung ito laon yun, umiinom na ako. And like, pagdating ko doon, lasing na ako. Sobrang, hindi mo lasing, tipsy. And then, nag-surf ako, nag-enjoy ako, and then I met a nice guy, a friendly guy. We had a good night, I swear. Nag-inuman lang kami, flotsam, nag-flotsam kami. Alam mo yun, ang daming tao sa flotsam, ang daming nangyari. And like, nakilala ko lang, and I was so happy to just have fun with the person and the person that I met through the whole thing. And if hindi ko ginawa yun mag-isa, hindi ko din siya maano. And then hindi ko din malalaman na kaya ko pala. I can travel on my own. I can keep myself company. So the next, dealing with that, kasi may breakup, syempre may heartaches, ganyan. Dealing with that, I went through a lot of things. Self-love, I did everything that I wanted to try. Nag-Muay Thai ako, nag-bouldering ako, like yung beehive, and then nag-spoken word poetry ako. So like one of my favorite things about what I did about self-love is I did so many things that I never thought of trying because I was with somebody or because I was so worried about what other people think of me. Then when I decided to love myself, I was able to do it. Nagawa ko siya. So I did a poem for, I performed a poem twice that year, 2019. Nag-perform ako ng spoken word poem. Sobrang nung pinerform ko siya, I was so nervous. I was so scared kung ano man yung reaction ng mga tao. But I did it. I survived that crap. I had the moment na nailabas ko lahat ng nararamdaman ko with my words, and that felt so great. And I wouldn't have done it if I've never talked to myself, if I never decided to love myself. Yes, if I never decided to choose me above everything. So, if ginawa natin ito, parang sa Grey's Anatomy yung pick me, choose me, love me. I did that to myself. I picked me, I chose me, and I loved me. So with self-love, dami ko natutunan, and up until now, I reap the benefits of it. Ang dami kong natutunan, so I still practice it up until now, and ang dami ko talagang nakukuha from loving myself. Sobrang secure ko ngayon with myself. Even, may mga days pa din na I still doubt myself. May mga days pa din na iniisip ko, I'm not good enough. Imposter syndrome. Hindi ako ganito. Bakit ba ako nandito? Ano ba talaga itong ginagawa ko? May ganun pa ding panahon, but dumadaan na lang talaga siya. It passes on like a wave. Because at the end of the day, sigurado ako with myself. I'm happy and secure about who I am. It may be scary sometimes to doubt. Ay, ganda ng station. Hi, Oscar! Thank you. Siyempre, alam nyo naman, gotta keep it fresh and authentic and very aesthetic, di ba? So, ayun na nga, with self-love. Ayan, si Oscar. I've met Oscar also in one of my escapades as a person. So, nandun na tayo sa point na when you practice this, when you practice self-love, you get to have this so secure idea of who you are and what you want. Yes, diba? Who you are and what you want. Endeavor. And you're not supposed to settle for less. Okay, so that's it. And last tip natin for self-love is knowing and reminding yourself. Ayan, so sinasabi ko nga sa inyo na parang there would be days pa din. Hala ka fresh. Yes. As always. Ayan, hala ka fresh. Yes, thank you so much. Grabe, shout out sa'yo. Thanks for dropping by the stream. Ayan. Thank you. Again, this is Fast Lane with 80, and it's our Self-Love Wednesdays. And I'm telling you all about like tips on being able to love yourself more. Diba? Tips on being able to like, love, give yourself some loving. So Oscar, since nandito ka, can you, yay, oh, hi Lenny, yes, thank you. Okay, Lenny is here, sending some love to Lenny. Hello, hello, hello. Ayan, thank you for dropping by again. Grabe, the love, I love you guys. Thank you so much. But, ayan na nga, so can you tell me, since you both are here, what is like the recent thing that you've done for yourself, the self-love mo, self-care mo? Ano yung mga nagawa nyo? Type it in the comments below, and then I will add up to those. Yes. Okay. All right. So, remind yourself. So, sabi ko kasi, magkakaroon ng araw na i-doubt mo yung sarili mo. Magkakaroon ka ng araw na iisipin mo, hindi ka worth it. Pero kailangan mo lang i-remind ang sarili mo na you are worth it, you are amazing, you are great, and you are gonna be, what? Awesome. So ang gagawin mo, you can put that out there, you can go to a mirror and say to yourself, I love you. Try nyo yun. I mean, tinry ko yun, it was so crazy. Like sabi ko, tabi lang sa mirror and tinignan ko yung sarili ko sa mata na like, I love you. I love you. And it makes the world of a difference to say that to yourself because it's so hard when like a lot of things is going on. Parang, oh. Okay, so sumagot si Lenny. Lenny does self-loving. Okay, shopping. Girl, I know. Retail therapy is real. So sa mga mag-birthday ng Lazada, nasa Lazada yan, sa happy birthday. Guys, ako lang ba yun? Naiinis. Like, napupun din ako doon sa happy birthday, Lazada, like whatever, happy birthday. yung sa YouTube, grabe, I'm like, can you stop playing this in my head? Like, I don't want to see it anymore. But yeah, shopping. See, so there are so many ways. Let's talk about those. No, the way I do self love is I stop yon, di ba? So Oscar said, I stopped comparing myself to others and counted all my blessings. Yes, okay, maganda yun. This is a good example. No, when you have self-love, when you are secure of yourself, hindi mo i-compare yung progress mo sa progress niya. It's like comparing apples and oranges. Iba kayo. Totally different people. Iba-iba kayo ng nararamdaman. Iba-iba kayo ng opportunity sa dumadating sa buhay mo. Ang kailangan mo lang i-compare yung sarili mo is from you and your past self. Diba? Si Mimi, yeah, oh yeah. Naalala ko, yeah, nakakasal, yeah, happy birthday, yeah, may ganun pa siya. So, I mean, I love Lazada. It's just, nakakaurindi siya sa YouTube, lalo na pag nanonood ako. But those are good ways to do self-love. So my way of doing self-love, I like having my coffees in the morning. And I share that with the people. If you follow me on my socials at @ADorTheLim, and I'll be making my own at Fresh FM too soon. But if you follow me on my socials, I have that morning coffee time. Na I share some positive vibes and some loving vibes, but I kind of just enjoy that moment in the morning, after ng video, after ng everything. I just sip my coffee and just watch. And that is self-care for me. I know, right? Yes, Krish. Yes, coffee, doing self-care, coffee in the morning, just having that moment yourself, very, very important siya. So the little things matter. So your self-care can be so totally different from mine, but I will just share to you my self-care. Diba? My self-care is um, tea then is good and refreshing. Yeah, actually, I do tea in the afternoon. So I think may mga natutunan no, about tea and coffee. Since tea and coffee has caffeine, sabi nila if you want to sleep early, don't have it past 12 or 11. So, but what I do is I just get tea. I think it's less caffeine, so less gising ako. But I love drinking those while I try to work or I just sit down on the porch and just like muni-muni ka lang. Alam mo yung tipong wala ka lang gagawin at wala ka rin iniisip. That is a form of self-care. Yung pupunta ka lang sa isang lugar, you're just gonna sit down, watch people, and enjoy yourself. And just drink. The drink that you got, milk tea ba yan, kahit ano man yan, just sit down with yourself. Sobrang helpful niya. Ako, ginagawa ko yun. Or, isa sa mga self-care ko, guys, is yung kumakanta ako ng kanta. Like, hindi maganda boses ko. Pero, like, nagko-concert ako. Like, magpapatugtog lang ako. I will dance in my room. Wala ko iniisip. Minsan, workout. My other form of self-care is working out and also roller skating. So, maraming ways ka talaga to find like that self-care. So, ito yung i-expect nyo with this segment. We are gonna talk about those kinds of things. The limits in self-care, self-love, and a little chica on the side and how I do it. So I remember doing this. So I needed to go to a beach. I really needed to go to a beach. So isang self-care. Sorry guys, it's such a... I've been working kasi sobrang crazy. As in, sobrang crazy ng trabaho ever since the whole pandemic started. And sabi ko, I never had a rest. The rest that I got, I really needed to go to the beach. I had a friend. So I enjoy being alone then. Yes! Alam mo, masaya siya, Krish. I'm an ambivert. So I can handle talaga many people and I can handle myself. And it's so good. One of my self-care, have you tried watching cinema alone? I've been watching movies alone. I really do. Like, I have a set of movies that I tried. The last movie that I watched alone is Maleficent 2. Maleficent 2, I gave myself, like, minsan, iniisip ko lang, parang pupunta lang ako sa mall, anong gagawin ko? Mag-ikot lang ako mag-isa sa mall, and then, pag natripan ko, bibili ako ng favorite food ko. I'm gonna buy my favorite meal from Burger King. Love Burger King. Now I'm craving. I want some Whopper Jr. and large onion rings with mayonnaise on the side and Sarsi as my drink. I usually get that, and then I just watch a movie alone. And like, sobrang happy ko. My heart is full. when I get to do that. Like, sobrang, so hits different. Ay, hindi ko kaya manood mag-isa. Oh, it's okay. Alam mo, it's an experience that you can try na siguro sa sinehan. Well, I mean, hindi ka naman nila makita. But for now, wala pa na tayong sinehan, guys, kasi sarado pa because of the pandemic. But, I mean, I do that. Yan yung mga isa ko sa self-care. So, back to another kwento, di ba? I needed to go to a beach. Kailangan ko na mag-beach. Feel ko na talaga mag-beach. Like, nangirita na ako sa buhay ko. Like, hindi mo nangirita. Like, papagod na ako. Ayan. Although indoor everything, I do everything alone except cinemas. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Doing everything alone and dining with yourself is also nice. Alam mo, meron din akong isang form of self-care. Ayan. Hi, Ayumi. Spoiling self, like buying the things I love and deserve. That's self-love for me. Parang ang rewarding din kasi. That is so true. Na parang you get to buy yourself after a long time of working and yan. And I'm happy that you get to do that to yourself. No? Like, ngayon, gagawa ko din siya for myself. And Oscar said, nanood din ako mag-isa. I needed some time alone din, no? And especially window shopping. Haha. Girl, Oscar, ang saya mag-window shopping. Like, yung sabi mo next time mo na siya bibilhin. Pero if, like, you know, if I can gusto bilhin, bilhin mo ka din. And Ayumi also, na-experience ko na manood ng sine mag-isa. Ako guys, very culprit ako dyan sa panonood ng sine mag-isa. Like, talagang nagsischedule ako. Na parang, pag may movie na gusto ko and I don't wanna bother anyone, especially yung naging ko, nag-sigil ako. Like, hindi ako nag-bother na ibang tao manood ng sine. And I'll be like, you wanna watch this? Ayoko mang ganon. So ako lang, like, if gusto ko panoorin yung palabas na yun talaga, panunurin ko siya mag-isa without anyone. Like, I really did. Kasi dinry ko, like, guys, okay, so may kwento ako dyan about watching. Nanood ako ng Frozen 2. And that was a date. Like, sayang, buti na lang yung date. And it was a bad, awkward date. Like, akala ko okay siya. I mean, okay kami mag-usapin a little, it was a little too fast and too forward. And then when we met each other, it was so awkward. As in, like, awkward Mayday na parang, mag-uusap ba kami nito? So, buti na lang nanood kami. But I could have just watched it alone. Alam mo, I could have just watched Frozen alone and not worry about another person kung na-enjoy na ba yung nangyayari. So, like, ganun kasi ako. Like, when I go on, naman, when I go out with people, even with friends, yeah, okay lang. Krish, it's okay. Yeah, I understand. Dude, fine. Alam mo, grabe. I understand na baka may creep na lumapit. Yeah, there are those people talaga. I'm sorry that you still have to go through that even up until today. Like, super, guys, I'm a big feminist, so very upset din ako with that. So feeling ko talaga, yeah, it's a hard thing. I'm sorry that it doesn't feel like that safe for people to do that so often, especially for women. I really hope na it changes at the end. Yeah, so, yun. So back to the awkward date. Oh, dude, grabe yung awkward date. As in, so sobrang awkward, buti na lang, siya, like, movie. So I didn't really have to talk to him. But I really have to care. Alam mo yung, meron kasi ako yung parang maalagain na vibe na parang with friends, with people. Julia, thank you. I love you. Thank you so much. Anyway, grabe oily ang hair ko, but thanks. So, with that, like, awkward date. Sabi ko, ako yung parang, anong gusto mong kainin? Are you happy? Do you like the movie? Ganyan. Because after the movie, hindi na ako nag-aya na parang, do you wanna have coffee? Kasi if maganda yung date, if it wasn't an awkward date, syempre you'd wanna stay and meet and talk with the person. So parang ako, like, sabi ko sa'yo if I know what I deserve then and there, so sabi ko, okay, I'm not gonna beg for somebody else to just love me because I need to feel that way. So I'm like, hindi na ako nagaya mag-coffee. Like, hinapid kami ko, do you know where to ride, how to go home? Like, yun lang yung sabi ko. Then after that, nagsarili pa ako. So, hinatid ko na siya sa spot, like, sa sakayan. I still went out on my own. Like, I still went around. I got myself some coffee. My own way na lang. Ayoko na makipagsama. Like, gano'n. Hala mo alagain na parang scam ata yun. So, sa'yo lang yung scam. Kasi, oy, grabe. Maalagain ako. Hindi lang siguro halata. Sure, I care. I do care. So yun, like, I mean, with all this, so segue na tayo na sa mga ganyan. So, yun yung mga self-care stuff ko. Isa pa favorite ko is dining in on my own. Like, I remember also, nag-crave ako for donuts. So, nag-donut ako sa drive-thru lang ako ng donut sa Krispy Kreme sa may Magallanes, tapos balik na ako. Tapos kumain ako sa kotse. Masaya na ako noon. Like, sobrang saya ko na. I know, when I get to do something for myself, nag-enjoy ako. So it's one for the list. With self-love, yun talaga yung natututo ka na to be on your own and not need anybody else's like help. With that naman, pag alam mo na yon, pag kaya mo i-sustain yung sarili, kaya mo i-soothe yung sarili mo, doesn't mean that you're not gonna entertain anybody coming into your life. Like, hindi naman ganon. But at least, alam mo na yung deserve mo kasi kaya mo siya ibigay sa sarili mo. So if anybody fails and falls short of that, huwag ka na mag-beg. That's like red flag. I mean, that's the red flag. Okay, so we're all done. I want to give you a tip on doing like self-love. May tip ako on that. Wait a minute kayo dyan. So I do savers, which is one of my favorite stuff. I think kasi the explanation on this, savers is an acronym that I found out with Isabel Palacios on YouTube. She talks about manifestation, she talks about affirmations, she talks about self-love, self-care, and understanding your limitless power as a person. And yung una is savers. First one is silence. You can start your day with silence. Just have that moment with yourself na wala kang iniisip na ibang bagay kundi your present self. Iniisip mo lang yung nangyayari sa paligid mo. Pinapakiramdaman mo lang kung nasan ka right now. Sitting down in silence and understanding that the present that you have, the present time and tense that you have is with you and yourself. So silence, you can have that in the morning, just meditate a little. Ako ginagawa ko siya in the morning. I try, hindi ko kaya maging tahimik eh. So guys, so sobrang dalal ko to, hindi ko kaya maging tahimik. So what I do is I just these 30 seconds to 1 minute of silence lang ako in the morning when I wake up and sit down. And I focus on my breathing. Para lang silent. Like, hindi ako sa breathing in and out lang ako. And then next is affirmations. Ginagawa ko talaga ito every morning, which helps me so much. And minsan on bad days, it doesn't, but it still uplifts me a lot. I say, I'm amazing, I'm awesome, my day is gonna be great, and I'm gonna slay the day, and I'm gonna be awesome, I'm gonna be like that. Like, ganun ako mag-affirmation with myself. Like, I'm a badass bitch, that I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and today it's just gonna be extraordinary for me. Like, ganun yung iniisip ko. So, yung mindset ko for the day is just gonna be like going all in and expecting that energy to follow me the whole day. Then visualizations, I do this and I sit down. This is a form of manifestation. Na parang if you have a goal, if you have something that you want to get, you sit down with yourself and visualize it already happening to you. Kunyari, you want to get a house. You sit down, you visualize the house, the specifics, anong laman ng bahay, ilang bedroom, ilang ganyan. You visualize it. Imagine that you're walking around that house. Hang out tayo. For sure. Sure, why not, Krish? Let's do it. Like, hang out. Let's add me on something like, we can hang out, like just like chill and chika online for now. Kasi alam naman natin, pandemya pa din, and lockdown na naman, and all that. Na naman, and all that. But it's like, still ongoing, and the struggle to do that talaga is so hard to give yourself that loving. But ganun ako with myself, visualize lang. So try. So savers, S is silence, A for affirmations, and B, visualization. Visualize what you want, your dream career, your dream ganyan. Visualize it like it's already yours. When you visualize, wag lang yung parang, nalalakaran ko itong bahay na to. Lakaran mo yung bahay na yon, feel the emotion. Na parang, sa'yo na talaga yon, and that's it. Nobody's gonna take that away from you. Like, ganung bagay yung kailangan pag nag-visualize ka, nararamdaman mo, you think the universe, you feel like it's already yours, meaning, okay na, ito na yung bahay ko, ang saya-saya ko, na meron na akong gandang bahay, ganyan. Like, it helps you keep that vibration. Yes. And next is exercise. Guys, exercise is important. See, even on this one, kahit paglalakad lang, just walking, having that time to stay away from the noisiness of your mind. So with working out or exercise, you get to think and focus more on the physical aspect of it and not focus on what you're thinking and what's going on in your head. So ako, I work out. Sanay na sanay ako mag-workout. So since, sabi ko kasi I'm an active person ever since. Growing up, I've had a lot of sports. I've been in taekwondo, swimming, tennis, badminton. Ang dami. And then I had cheer. And then I had, now I have skating. But I also still work out. I did Muay Thai then. So every part of my life, I did have a hi Steffi, a physical outlet of everything. And naalala ko when I swim, I remember feeling so bad and upset with myself for a lot of the times. Parang what I do is, I, what do you call that? I just swim it out. I just get myself to do it. Na parang nilalabas ko lang lahat ng galit ko, yung inis ko doon. One of the things that I love about exercising and working out then, that really helps me, I remember being a cheerleader back in college. Tapos, lagi nilang sinasabi, pagpasok mo ng gym, iwan nyo sa labas ng mats yung mga problema nyo sa buhay. And never did it fail. As in, sobrang minsan magbabal. Kabili, medyo ako. But like, bad trip ako. Minsan nag-aaway mo ng ex ko nung ganang panahon na like, tapos, inis ka. Siyempre, pagdating mo sa training, galit na galit ka. Pero, pagdating mo sa training, and nagsimula ka na mag-training, wala na yon, out the window. Nandiyan yung mga friends ko, teammates ko, happy, maglalaro na kami ng pyramid, akala mo bubukab na pyramid sa sahig. Like, maglalaro na kami, inoy-tayo na kami, aura-aura kami. But, no, wala talaga. So, when I do those things, and when I get to do something physical, nakakalimutan ko yung stress on that. And then, nagkakaroon ako ng clarity to deal with the situation because I have detached myself from the emotional part of it. So, exercise does that. So, get yourself moving, walk, stretch, whatever, basta physical activity that gets you going is a good way to do that. Self-love, savers. And then reading. I suggest reading is a good thing. Kasi reading something, reading a book, like, I have a book here. Where's my book? Wait. I read a book called Keep Going. Wait. So, reading a book or an article helps. So, this is Keep Going, how to keep your creativity going. This is it. This is me. I read this. When I read a book, and that's a goal, to do a lot, really. Kasi minsan, pag nagbabasa kasi, it feels like you're learning something. And when people learn something new, even if it's just an article, if you're not really a reader, go for an article, something that you're interested about, something that you really want to know. It really gives you that feeling na parang, wow, I learned something new today. I did something new today. Do that. Like, lalo na ngayon, do that because parang wala, kasi alam mo yung feeling sa life mo ngayon na parang walang abante. Like, parang nandun lang kayo lahat sa isang bus. Nandun pa rin kayo sa station na tapos hindi pa rin kayo maalis kasi wala. Pandemic. Like, walang nangyari. So, ganon. Oh, si Ayumi. Uy, totoo yun. Nung broken-hearted ako and like sabi ng lungkot ko plus galit sa mundo, nag-workout ako in gabi. It felt good. Ayumi. So true, Ayumi. Yes. That is so true. Like, ginawa ko din yan na nag-break up din naman ako. Nakakatawa. I did Muay Thai. Tapos, ito yung makagagahan ko nung pinagdadaanan ko tong breakup na to. Naalala ko, kadiri talaga. Nandidiri talaga sa sarili ko. Naging mahina at marapak din ako. Naalala ko, bago ako mag-workout, tinawagan ko yung ex ko nung panahon na yan, like, basta 2019, sabi ko, I hate you. Umiyak ako sa kotse bago ako mag-workout. I hate you. Like, sabi ko, you ruined love for me. Like, I believed in it. I wanted love to be true. Tapos biglang umiyak. Like, sabi ko, you left me. Like, parang, I hate you. And I miss you. Like, gumiyak talaga ako. Tapos sabi ko, tapos biglang after nun, lumabas ako. Nag-workout ako. Tapos, girl, Muay Thai, fast. Like, galit na galit ako. Like, sapak all the way. Like, level up, level up. Like, smash that. Like, smash that. So, ayun lang naman. Ganun yung nangyari sa akin. And ayan, sa akin din, when someone left me, CrossFit ang nagsalba ng sanity ko. See, working out really does have its benefits and effects, guys. So try it out. I swear. Kahit anong anything na physical activity. Ito, Dana, iyan marupok. Wala na. Actually, wala na rin yan. Wala na yung marupok na yan. Kayang-kaya ko na. But I remember those days. Grabe talaga. Like, yun. Parang hugot ka todo. Oo, hugot ako noon. I swear, sabi pa nung coach ko, galit ka ba? Like, as in, iniisip ko, every time na sumasapak ako noon na parang, tangina, like, iniwan ako, like, ganun, grabe, as in, like, nakakatawa, I swear, pinagdaanan ko talaga yan, super pinagtatawa ko yung sarili. Di ba, like, alam ko namang ano siya, sana nagmahitay din ako dati yung OGs mo. Oh my God! I mean, sobrang laking tulong niya. I swear. So, natutunan ko mag-self-defense. Tapos, like, lalabas ka pa. As in, like, yung sa punching bag pa lang, like, pak! Galit ka. Tapos, pag nagsasparring ka na with the coach, you're just so mad. Tapos, like, alam mo yung parang kada sapak mo, iniisip mo na sinasapak mo yung tao. Guys, gano'n ako galit. Okay. So, yung hugot ko noon kasi is that person cheated. Okay? So, may third party na naganap. Like, ganong level. But, super ano naman, now I'm very okay na. Like, I'm with self-love, with practicing self-love. Ano yun? Ako kasi may Muay Thai ko lahat. Muay Thai ko lahat kasalubong ko. Wait lang. I'm sorry. Ako kasi Muay Thai ko lahat. So, galit ka sa lahat ng mga kasalubong mo, friend? So, like, girl, baka pag sa sobrang sakit yun nga din yung magawa mo. I'm sorry. Kung hindi ako I'm really sorry. Like, ganun. Pero nakakatulong siya, i-release talaga. Like, super with my life. Like, naano ko yun. Na-appreciate ko yun. Tapos, other than that, naging sexy ako dahil doon. Nanaba ako. Naging sexy ako dahil doon. Like, namayat ako. Makakapayat siya ng sobra. Tapos lumalaki din yung legs mo kasi sumisipa ka. So, super fun. But, grabe. So, it really just helps. Mga panahon na grabe, I still laugh at myself. But it's real. So, other than that, ganun talaga. You have to accept na may mga bagay na talagang makakasakit sa atin and kailangan natin pagdaanan yun. And may glow up talaga. And I'd like to think na glow up naman ako. But now, dahil then, yung isa pa yun, another benefit of self-love, if you figured out your self-love, completely moved on na ako. Ay, completely na to. As in, be able to be friends with my ex in a sense na, like, hindi lang civil, like, hindi na kami nag-uusap, pero like, pag nakita ko siya, I am comforted na he is with someone he deserves, and I'm happy with myself and all that. So, that is also that power of self-love comes in. So, exercise. And then reading, learning something new. Yan, maganda yon. Feeling mo, may abante yung buhay mo kasi you are being taken away from that bubble that you have. And then scribbling, one of my favorites that you guys have to try. Scribbling is journaling. Scribbling is just doing anything with your hand and then writing and drawing and creating something. So if you are not artistic, lalo na ako, I'll show you. Where is my journal? Where is mine? Wait lang, wala yung journal to here at the moment. But wait, here, okay. So my journal is ugly. I'll show you na lang. I'm not hiding naman anything. Daan na lang sa pagligo ang lungkot. Girl, okay lang yan. Try mo, umupo ka sa may banyo, tapos like umiyak ka, tapos may patugtog. Ganun. Like, ginagawa ko din yun nagmamaganda ako. Yes, you deserve better. Ganun. Yes, all the time. Like, yun na yung ko ngayon. Like, I deserve better. And that wasn't the perfect one. But that doesn't mean na hindi yun yung totoo. It wasn't a real relationship. It was. I just am over it. Like, ganung level. So, this is my journal. So, scribbling tayo, Let's talk about scribbling. Huwag niyong aawayan. So, like, scribbling lang. I am the sun. I'm amazing. I'm wonderful. I am worthy. Fantastic. Like, sinusulat ko siya. I scribble down notes in anything lang. Na parang, anything that makes me happy. Like, anything that makes me ganyan. And when I want to write, and I journal it, lalo na ako, ever since the breakup, ever since that, I did journaling. Parang the journaling helped me a lot because it was able to teach me like the things that I never thought na kaya ko. So I remember, sinusulat ko talaga dun sa journal kung ano yung nararamdaman ko. Like, sabi ko, ang sakit. Nakita ko yung story niya ng ganito. Mukhang mas masaya na siya nang wala ako. Masaya siyang iniwan niya. Like, alam mo yung mga gano'n. Pili talaga. Like, Ganun, like, sige, mag-emo tayo ngayon. Like, masaya siya, iniiwan niya ako, masaya siyang may iba na siya. Ganung level. tapos, like, sakit, it hurts. Today hurts so hard. And today it just feels a little harder to go up and get doing whatever I need to do. And then, like, the months after, nakita ko na, oh, I'm starting to feel good. I'm starting to feel great. When I see this person's name, hindi na siya nagaganyan. So like, may mga ganung bagay. Tapos with the journal, with the scribbling, nakikita mo yung growth mo as a person from who you were then and who you are now and how you went through that certain thing. So starting that year, I learned to journal and scribble. And then, ayun, I mean, up until now, nakatapos na ako ng dalawang journal of my life. So I'm gonna keep going kasi it's a record. Yes, it hurts. It hurts to love. Actually, when you talk about love, dapat alam mo nang may sakit na katumbas yan. Like, ready ka na dapat. Kaya pag tinanong ako, are you ready to love? Yes. Not yet. I don't want yet. I mean, I have so much love to give, but I'm not yet ready to get hurt again. Kasi when you do it, tataya ka talaga. Yeah, tataya ka talaga. You're really gonna get going. You're really gonna get yourself trying and like learning how to deal with all those. So, ano lang, with that, ayan, since I guess we have covered everything about self-love tonight, like the idea that I'm gonna go, and starting then, I'm going to share with you like tips on self-love on the coming episodes of this one. And for tomorrow, I won't be here. I won't be conducting a show. Thank you. But you can visit me at Blogapalooza PH. Also, we're gonna have Advice Thursdays. I think. Let me check my topic for tomorrow. If you guys can drop by Blogapalooza page. Tomorrow is going to be about. Let me see. See, hino-host ko din yun. What? Okay. Nawala. Something weird. Wait lang. Let me just look for it. I forget the topic. So weird. Bad me. The topic is going to be how do you practice body positivity, diba? Oh, thanks, Krish. Love. Everybody say love. Love. Yes. Sending you love and light. Love, growth, and freedom if you also want to listen to my podcast. So since we tackled most of that self-love topic tonight, let's discuss more as we go on with our week and the show. I want to say thank you to everyone who dropped by. Saying thank you to Ayumi, Julia, Krish for sending love and light. Thank you also Oscar and Lenny. And who went by? Stephanie was also here earlier. So thank you so much for dropping by. I believe in love and light. Thank you so much. Yeah. And Angelica and Sheila, thank you guys so much. There are new comments here. Yes, love. Everybody say love. Okay, I'm gonna end this stream with a quote. Just kidding. I'll end the stream with a loving message to you all. So self-love is always different for all of us, and I hope you find your way to practice it and set yourself some boundaries with other people, and just choose yourself this time. You can choose yourself, and you don't have to feel guilty about it. So I'll see you next time. Okay, guys. Bye. This is Fast Lane with on online hit radio station. Yes, ayan. Okay, so again, this is Self Love Wednesdays with Fastlane with AD. Bye!